Hey nerds, Gleemax here, and today I am here to ask and answer one simple question. Can I beat Pokemon HeartGold with only a Chikorita? Generation 2 is notorious for being difficult for grass types. I picked Chikorita figuring a first form starter would provide a reasonable challenge but still have the run be doable. For the rules, I can only use Chikorita in battle. I can use other Pokemon for HMs and outside of battle purposes, but I can't use them in any battles. I can't use items in battle, however I can use items like elixirs outside of battle. Chikorita is a pure grass type with low base stats focused on defense. It's not a good starter, especially in the second generation. For level up moves, we have very little type coverage, and TM moves aren't much better. I don't really get a whole lot for setup moves either, so I think I will have to stall out a lot with Poison Powder and healing with Synthesis. With that out of the way, let's begin. We get to the lab and pick up Chikorita. I name it Bulbasaur because it wishes it was as good as a Bulbasaur. After a very long tutorial, we fight our rival for the first time. It's a boring fight, but we manage to win without much difficulty. We make our way to Bellsprout Tower and take out all the trainers for some XP. I am expecting Falkner to be very easy. When we get to Falkner, however, we lose. Yeah, I was shocked his Pidgeotto knows Roost and can outlast us. We have Poison Powder and Synthesis at this point, so we can stay alive for a while, but we simply get sand attacked too often to get a good fight in. After 13 total attempts on Falkner, of all people, we get this run where Pidgey sand attacks us twice before going down. Pidgeotto is out and we tank a Gust while setting up Poison. We both take a turn to heal up before attacking with Gusts and Razor Leaf. I'm using Razor Leaf as it has stab and a high crit chance. The poison damage starts adding up quick. Again, we heal on the same turn, and he just starts spamming Roost for some reason. Eventually, Razor Leaf crits, and Poison takes him down. That was actually pretty brutal. I make my way through Union Cave on my way to Azalea Town and pick up the Miracle Seed along the way. It's a held item that'll power up our Grass-type moves. I clear out Slowpoke well without any difficulty, and decide to try the rival fight. The rival fight isn't that bad. Ghastly can curse me, and that's an automatic loss if it happens. On my winning run, he used Mean Look instead of Curse, so I was able to easily take it down with Magic Leaf. Zubat is next and double resists Magical Leaf and confuses me. After some turns of me hitting myself in confusion, I eventually get a chance to heal. From there, I spam Tackle and take down Zubat as he uses weak bites. Quilava is last and he lowers my accuracy as I heal. He then uses Leer as I Magical Leaf it. Magical Leaf does very little damage, so I switch to Tackle. He keeps spamming Leer and Smokescreen instead of actually hitting me with a fire move, and I eventually grind him down with weak attacks. I'm not sure why he didn't attack me at all. That was very strange. After clearing out Bugsy's gym, I get demolished by his Scyther. His Scyther is his first Pokemon and it knows U-turn, a powerful bug type move that lets him switch out, so my Poison cannot slowly whittle him down. I'm going to cut this short as I had to grind hard for this fight. It was awful. The Pokemon around here give so little experience and I can't refight trainers yet. At level 24 I try again and get destroyed. The same thing happens at level 27. Finally, after grinding my way to level 30, I get this run. He leads with Scyther and I land Poison Powder on the first turn as he sets up Focus Energy. He leers to lower my defense as I crit my first tackle. His berry heals him for a chunk, but Poison is slowly bringing him down. We trade attacks and he drops into the red. Bugsy uses a super potion to heal, but I keep up the attacks. He hasn't U-turned yet and I'm very happy about it. I decide to heal with Synthesis and he U-turns out. U-turn does well over half my HP as Kakuna comes out. I switch to Magical Leaf as Kakuna has high defense. I take a chance to heal, hoping he doesn't poison me. He doesn't, and I take out the Kakuna. Scyther's back out. I heal up expecting another U-turn, but he just uses Focus Energy again. He gets in a cheap quick attack before going down. This was the first time I was actually able to beat the Scyther. Metapod is out, but the battle is basically over. I take it down easily in a few attacks. It can't hurt me. That was awful. Scyther being the first Pokemon was brutal and U-turn really messed me up. I'm glad he only used it once. If he spammed U-turn, I would have lost easily. That was over 20 attempts at Bugsy, by the way. Next up is Whitney, but I am very over-leveled by the time we get to her. I did lose once due to awful confusion and flinching luck though. Her Clefairy is a 2-shot with Magic Leaf. It did about 4 damage to me. She potions, but Magic Leaf just takes it out. Miltank is out and it stomps, causing me to flinch. Next stomp doesn't cause me to flinch and I poison it. Her berry cures the poison. I was surprised. I wasn't aware it held a berry for that, but alright. I reapply the poison and she uses Attract. At this point I just have to outlast the Miltank. After many turns of flinching, being immobilized by love, and healing, Miltank goes down. Synthesis is really carrying me in this run so far. I hope I can pick up Sunny Day at some point to increase the healing I get from it. From here, I take out this weird looking tree and make my way to Ekritique City. In Ekritique, I have to visit the Burn Tower to unlock Morty's gym. Yucine is a really big fan of Suicune and wants to see it. It's right down there in the basement, bro. It's right there. As I move towards the basement, I get a surprise rival fight. He leads again with Ghastly. I almost one-shot it as he uses Mean Look and then goes down in the second hit. Zubat is next, and I picked up Headbutt while I was in Azalea Forest. It's a huge upgrade over Tax and nearly one-shots the Zubat. Zubat does use Supersonic and gets me confused. Headbutt lands and Zubat goes down. Kulava is next, and I hit myself in confusion as he smokescreens. We snap out of confusion and get a flinch with the Headbutt. He lowers my accuracy one more time before going down. His last Pokemon is Magnemite. I use Magic Leaf and he misses Supersonic. One more and Magnemite is down. Magic Leaf is also really good right now as a lot of moves will lower my accuracy and Magic Leaf can't miss. That was an unexpected but good fight. I let the 3 legendary dogs out into the world and I clear out Morty's gym. My first attempt at Morty goes rather poorly. All of his Pokemon resist my only move that can actually hurt them. I can hardly damage his Gengar at this level. He also has 2 more Pokemon after this and I will run out of power points before I can win. All of his Pokemon know Hypnosis and Curse, making this fight not possible at the moment. I decide to level up. I make my way to Olivine, taking out all the trainers along the way, and even clear out the lighthouse. I come back at level 38. After a few attempts, I get this run. Magical Leaf one-shots his first Ghastly. Gengar comes out and Shadow Balls me. I take a turn to heal as he uses Mean Look. We trade another Shadow Ball and Magic Leaf. I heal as he misses his Hypnosis. He misses another Hypnosis and I just keep on attacking. Morty uses a Hyper Potion on Gengar. This continues for a while. He never does land at Hypnosis even though he tries many times. After a while though, Magic Leaf eventually takes out the Gengar. Haunter's up next and unfortunately, he curses me, which means I need to end this fight fast. Thankfully, Magic Leaf crits to bring him down as his last Pokemon comes out. The last Haunter Sucker Punches me as I take it below half health. Curse brings me down to only 11 HP. I'm not sure why, but he doesn't use Sucker Punch, meaning I go first, and I take out his Haunter with Magical Leaf, winning the badge. That was a really close fight. Only 9 attempts total to take down Morty, but it was a difficult encounter. I'm not sure why every gym feels like it's designed to hate on grass types, but it's becoming quite apparent in this run. Next, I make my way to Chuck's gym. He's one of the few gym leaders where grass type is super effective against any of his Pokemon. First though, I have to battle Yucine. He's the guy with Suicune as a waifu. I'm not going to recap this fight. He has a Drowsy, an Electrode, and a Haunter, which I understand why he has his team. Haunter for Mean Look, a Sleep user in Drowsy, and an Electric type all make sense when he's trying to take on Suicune. It was a really easy fight, even with some bad luck with Hypnosis. Taking on Chuck next, his Primate is first and it uses Double Team. Magic Leaf can't miss, so I don't care. It charges up for Focus Punch as I take it out with Magical Leaf. Poliwrath is next. Magical Leaf chunks it and causes its berry to heal it. It tries to use Hypnosis and misses. Magic Leaf brings it into the red as he uses Surf. I don't know why he used Surf as it does so little damage. Chuck uses a potion and Magical Leaf brings it down below half HP, and one more Magical Leaf takes it down. That was an easy first shot. Jasmine is my next major fight. I can't do it at my current level. I get paralyzed each time from the Magnemites and I just need a bit more damage. I decide to come back at a little higher of a level. The gym leader's Pokemon have quickly caught up in level to me. Even at level 45, it takes multiple attempts to win this fight. The first Magnemite paralyzes me every single time. Magical Leaf still can't two-shot it, but it makes her use a potion, which means she won't have it later for Steelix. Thankfully, she misses her Supersonic each time she attempts to use it, and we trade Magical Leaf and Sonic Booms until the first Magnemite goes down. I use Synthesis often to keep up my HP. After it eventually goes down, there's another Magnemite out. It's the same thing. We trade Sonic Booms and Magic Leafs while I keep my health up with Synthesis, while losing a couple turns to Paralysis. This is all luck at this point until I get to Steelix. Steelix is out last. It misses its first Iron Tail as I hit myself in confusion left over from the Magnemite. She starts a Sandstorm and I get out of confusion. The Sandstorm lowers how much I can heal with my Synthesis. She screeches while I bring it down to about 60% with Magical Leaf. She misses another Iron Tail as I lose my turn to Paralysis. Her next Iron Tail brings me down to only 13 HP, so Sandstorm will take me out at the end of the turn. However, I get a super lucky crit and win the fight. Jasmine was a total of 6 attempts and I lucked out at the very end. My confidence is shaky at this point. Chikorita's weaknesses are becoming apparent. I make my way to the Lake of Rage and beat up a weird looking Gyarados and start to clear out the Rocket hideout. This place is great for XP, but it's rather boring. There's Executive Petrol with generic poison types. I sweep him rather quickly. There's also double battle with Lance against Executive Ariana and a Rocket Grunt, but these fights are more tedious than they are hard. After clearing out the Rocket hideout, we head towards Price. This was the easiest gym so far. All of his Pokemon are weak against Grass type. I am over leveled and Magic Leaf spam is good. Seal is down after one Magic Leaf. Dugong lasted a while as Price used many potions on it, but it eventually goes down. Pile of Swine just set up a hail while it goes down into Magic Leaves. I figured this would be one of the harder gyms, but I will take the first try win. Alright, I'm going to level with you. The Radio Tower is next. It's a long stretch of playing, but there's 4 Rocket admins to beat in here. Executive Petrol is back and he has 6 Pokemon, 5 Coughings and a Wheezing. The first being all the Pokemon know Sludge and I will often get poisoned. And the second is Smokescreen is a pain and makes me use my Grass type attack that they resist because it can't miss. I get this run where I just take out each Coughing and get a crit on the Wheezing. Honestly, not much to recap here. It was 3 attempts total, but I was surprised to lose to a Rocket admin. Next up is Executive Proton with a Golbat and a Wheezing. I lost once here, but the fight was easy with some decent luck. Golbat is the absolute worst for spamming Confuse Ray. There's a big increase in difficulty with Ariana. After multiple attempts, we finally get a good run. Arbok is first and has Intimidate, which hurts our already low attack stat. We body slam it hoping for paralysis, but we don't get it. She lands a Glare and paralyzes us. She now outspeeds us and crunches us as we lose a turn. On the next body slam, we get the paralysis. We take an opportunity to heal and switch to Magic Leaf to take it out. Next up is Murkrow. It lands a 32 damage Nightshade as we body slam. Nightshade brings us into the yellow. We heal up after losing a turn to paralysis. If we can get into and maintain yellow health, Magical Leaf will get buffed from our ability. After some turns of managing our HP, I decide just to use Iron Tail. We got this from Jasmine and it's a low accuracy but neutral hit that I'll probably replace later. It takes out Murkrow. Vileplume is last. It waits its turn on Sweet Sense as we body slam. It uses Acid as we crit with a body slam, taking it out. Well, that was lucky. Only 6 attempts on Ariana. The last Rocket executive is Archer, also the objectively best Enterprise captain. He leads with a Houndour. We go down quickly after getting burned. This happened on multiple attempts. We can't handle fire types at all. Eventually we get an attempt where Houndour misses Firefang and goes down to body slams. Coughing just wastes time with Smokescreen and Sludge. And finally a Houndoom is out. I am super scared of this thing. It outspeeds and lands a big hit with Firefang. Thankfully it gets paralyzed from our body slam, allowing us to outspeed it and heal. We take another Firefang and continue the heal, waiting for it to miss a turn. Once he does, we start body slams and outdamage him. We got very lucky in that fight. We didn't get burned and we got the paralysis in. Archer was a very tough 12 attempts, mostly dying to burns and Houndoom's Firefang. But with that done, we have unlocked Blackthorn City. After some ice puzzles and pushing a Kimono Girl, we reach the final city. I clear out Claire's gym and decide to take her on. She then proceeds to show me what real Pokemon can do. Do you see how little I do to her Gyarados? It's her first and weakest Pokemon and I can barely handle it. Dragonair is next and always paralyzes me. It also knows Fire Blast. I grind up to level 60 and do no better. I decide I have to rework my moves. Luckily, there is an NPC in this town that will help me remember remember moves. I need a heart scale to do this though. You can farm these pretty reliably in Cianwood City if you pick up the Rock Smash HM that is more or less an optional item. It took me 12 minutes to find a heart scale. After I do, I have my move set done. I have the following. I have Solar Beam as a high damage special move with the same type attack bonus, Synthesis to heal, Body Slam for anything that resists Solar Beam, and Sunny Day, a setup move that increases my healing from Synthesis and makes Solar Beam a 1-turn attack instead of 2-turn attack. I decide to grind up to level 65 before taking on Claire again. Gyarados is her first Pokemon and it lowers my attack with Intimidate. I Body Slam and get a paralysis on it. She uses Dragon Rage and I set up my Sunny Day. A second Dragon Rage means I have to heal. She loses her turn and goes down to 1 Solar Beam. Dragonair is out and takes a Solar Beam. She paralyzes me in return. Next turn her Fire Blast thankfully misses and Solar Beam takes it out. I'm at max HP going into Kingdra, but the sun fades. I set up the sun again and get hit with Dragon Pulse. She starts laying in smoke screens as I lose my turns to paralysis. On my first shot at Solar Beam, she barely survives it, goes into yellow HP with a berry. Claire doesn't heal Kingdra and goes for another Dragon Pulse, while I miss my Solar Beam. She starts to spam Dragon Pulse as I heal. I heal for a lot of HP when the sun is up. The sun fades and I try to Body Slam. It goes down to like 1 HP and I know she's going to heal now. I try to set up the sun once again but lose my turn to paralysis. I get hit but set up the Sunny Day. I heal up again and try for another Solar Beam. I almost take it out and she uses Hyper Beam. I thankfully land the last hit despite all of the smoke screens that she used. Her last Pokemon is Dragonair. She Dragon Pulses as I attempt to heal. I lose my turn to paralysis thinking I am doomed. I try to heal again. Somehow, through some ungodly luck, I stay alive at 1 HP and get off my heal. I continue healing and set up my Sunny Day. My Solar Beam lands, taking it down to about a quarter HP. Her weak Dragon Pulses aren't enough and I land my last hit of Solar Beam, taking it out. That was 18 total attempts at Claire and I lucked out to win it. Maybe I should be a higher level? It doesn't matter. After the Claire fight and the Dragon's Den, I forgot the Kimono Girls are a mini gauntlet after you get all 8 badges. You have to go and take them out before you continue the main storyline. You battle all 5 one by one, and I take out each of the evolutions. Most of the fights are just me setting up Sunny Day and using Solar Beam. The only difficult one was Flareon, or it would have been difficult if it didn't miss both of its Fire Blasts. Oh well, it was good for some XP. I climb the tower and the Kimono Girls spawn Ho-Oh. I use the Master Ball and catch it. I name it HM Slave 6 because it's my 6th HM Slave that I've caught. With this, I just have to make my way through to the Elite Four. But in Victory Road, there is one final rival battle. I went in thinking this fight was going to be impossibly hard. Sneasel is out first and gets in an Icy Wind as I set up Sunny Day. It gets one feint attack in before Solar Beam takes it out. Golbat is next and uses Air Cutter for moderate damage. Our Body Slam then hits it and paralyzes it. He loses his turn while we heal and goes down in another Body Slam. Next up is Typhlosion. He outspeeds us and hits a lava plume that is buffed up by our active Sunny Day for over half of our HP. We Body Slam and we again get a paralysis. We heal as he loses his turn. Our Body Slam brings Typhlosion into the red as he lands another lava plume. We heal again and he uses a much weaker Flame Wheel. One more Body Slam takes it down. Haunter's up next. We heal as it uses Mean Look. We take a Shadow Ball to the face as we set up Sunny Day again. He then confuses us with Confuse Ray, but we land the Solar Beam for a one-shot. Kadabra is next and he leads with Disable for some reason and it fails. One Body Slam takes that out as well. Last up is Magneton. It resists Solar Beam but is still one-shot by it. That was only our 3rd attempt at the final Dum Dum fight. I'm feeling great about this. Elite Four time. The first up is Psychic Trainer Will. On my first win, foreshadowing, we are up against Xatu. He confuses me as I set up Sunny Day. I outspeed and take out most of his HP with a Solar Beam. He gets in a Psychic before going down. Jinx is up next, but Solar Beam takes it out. I level up to 69 in the process. Nice. Xatu 2 is out. Solar Beam hits for most of its HP as he eats a berry. Aerial Ace does some damage, forcing me to heal. I set up my next Sunny Day and start spamming spamming solar beams again. Next up is Executor, which uses Reflect and eats a solar beam. It lands a Psychic, lowering my special defense in the process before going down. Last is Slowbro, one of the few Elite Four Pokemon Bulbasaur can hit with super effective damage. One solar beam is enough to win the fight. Koga is next, but I can't do much here. His entire team resists solar beam, or 4 times resists it, and my body slam does so little damage. I have to grind and come back. Will took us 7 attempts, while Koga took us 37 attempts. The luck in this fight is ridiculous. My winning run was some of the best luck I've ever had in a Pokemon game. Ariados is out first and goes down in 1 crit from Body Slam. Venomoth went down in 2 Body Slams as it missed its Toxic. Muck ruined so many of our attempts. On this one, Body Slam hits and gets a first turn paralysis. He then uses Minimize. On the next turn, Body Slam brings him just above red health and he misses his turn. Body Slam number 3 takes it out. I haven't taken any damage yet, mind you. Crobata is out next and starts with a double team. We land a Body Slam. He goes for a weak wing attack. Body Slam hits and his berry heals him up. He then crits us with a big wing attack. We both take a turn to heal up after that. I miss my Body Slam as he wing attacks. He then double teams again while I heal up. We trade back and forth until I get a paralysis. Once I do, I switch to solar beams to take it out, as I really need to have Sun up for his last Pokemon. After what feels like forever, Crobat finally dies. Last is Fortress. This took a while, but in essence he can't damage me very much as he only knows Swift. I can heal and he takes very little damage from us as he resists both normal and grass types. I'm not in any danger during this and I eventually grind him down. He did waste a lot of my time with Protect though. That was a super long battle. Notice my level? Yeah, many attempts on this fight. Next up is Bruno, and I know how difficult Bruno is. I set up Sunny Day and spam Solar Beam. That's it. Each of his team took 1 Solar Beam to take out. The exception being Machamp, who hits you like a truck. It took 2 hits to take him out, but yeah, first attempt on Bruno. Bruno is just sad. Would you believe that Karen was a one-shot too? She was. Her lead is Umbreon. We set up Sunny Day as she gets a double team in. Solar Beam takes it down to red HP as she hits a weak payback. Karen wastes a full restore on it and we keep up the Solar Beams. She then tags out for Houndoom. It tanks a Solar Beam going into yellow health and eats its berry. I tried the Solar Beam to take it down and she tags out again. Vileplume comes in and takes the Solar Beam, losing about a quarter of its HP. The next round, Body Slam hits her into red and paralyzes it. She uses Stun Spore to paralyze us as well. The sun fades, so I have to set it up again. She uses Moonlight to heal, and I'm pretty sure her Moonlight was buffed up by our own sun. We exchange hits of Body Slam and Acid, and Vileplume goes down on the next turn. Murkrow's out next and hits a super effective Pluck critical hit. Our Body Slam paralyzes it. We then outspeed and take time to heal. It loses its turn to the paralysis, and we set up Sunny Day. It gets in another Pluck and a Sucker Punch as we lose turns. We heal up again, but one more Body Slam takes out Murkrow. The Houndoom is next. It outspeeds and goes for Flamethrower. This takes us from full HP all the way down to 32 HP. The sun is really a double-edged sword here. The Houndoom goes down in another Solar Beam. Next up is Gengar, which thankfully misses Focus Blast, giving us a chance to heal. I mistakenly used Solar Beam without the sun being up, so we have to charge up and we take a lot of damage in the process. Solar Beam then crits, taking out Gengar, and she is forced to throw out her Umbreon, which is also at red HP. She full restores the Umbreon and I go for Body Slam. On the following turn I heal up as it hits a weak feint attack. It confuses us, but we get Sunny Day set up again. We go for a heal, trying to wait out the confusion. Eventually we hurt ourselves multiple times, but once the confusion is over, a single Solar Beam wins us the fight. That was a first attempt on Karen, which is a shock. The luck in that fight was insane, especially the critical strike on the Gengar. Maybe I can continue this to Lance? No. Here's a montage of Lance fights as I rant. Grass type is just so weak in Gen 2. Most of the gyms are super effective against it or resist grass type. If you pick Chikorita as your starter, you're given a defensive Pokemon with a surprisingly shallow move pool. Yes, the Sunny Day combo has worked up until this point, but look, anytime I get to the Charizard, it can Air Slash or Fire Fang me down with ease. It double resists grass as well. I haven't even seen the rest of Lance's team. I try this fight, and on the few attempts I I can get past Charizard, Aerodactyl will take me down, or the Dragonites will take me down. One of the Dragonites has Fire Blast and the other has Blizzard. Against the other two starters, these moves would not be an issue, but wow, does Chikorita not have a chance here. My level has been increasing during this, and here's the best attempt I got at level 100 with our current moveset. That's right, I was able to beat Will at level 70, but I can't beat Lance at level 100. I had to grind, mostly going through the Elite Four over and over and over again to level up, which took hours. So Gyarados has Intimidate, meaning my only move that is not 4 times resisted is already weakened. I set up Sunny Day on the first turn, he Ice Fangs but doesn't do much, Gyarados goes down. Charizard requires a crit to get one shot. If you don't get the crit, you have to paralyze it, and hope that it misses all of its turns. Eventually you can take it down. Dragonite is next, and without fail will paralyze you on its first turn. I can't do much but hope it misses most of its blizzards, and I can heal through the fight. If you get past the first Dragonite, Aerodactyl is out next, which has pressure. This means I lose extra power points when I use my moves. Synthesis only has 5 power points, and Sunny Day only has 10. That's a huge issue. If I can take it down, I'm probably not healing during either of his 2 remaining Pokemon. I can take it down with Solar Beam, and he sends out his second Dragonite. This is the Fire Blast one. Look how much damage Fire Blast does. Even if I get great misluck, like I do on this attempt, taking it down is stupid difficult as Lance still has healing items to use. Using my current moves, I cannot even see his 6th Pokemon. At level 100, I was about to quit until I went through the TM list one final time, and I saw my saving grace, Swords Dance. Yep, I had to play that stupid Voltorb flip minigame for almost an hour to get 4,000 coins to get the TM. There's online calculators for this, which really help, and I recommend using them if you have to play the Voltorb flip minigame. I thought the Swords Dance TM was in the post game, or else I would have grabbed it sooner. Whatever, let's give it a go. My first attempt with Swords Dance was good. Gyarados missed Ice Fang on turn 1 and got 2 Ice Fangs in total. I set up all 3 Swords Dances and start to Body Slam. My attack may be low, but plus 5 boosted Body Slams cleaved through his team. Dragonite, Aerodactyl, Dragonite 2, and Dragonite 3 were all one-shots. And with that, the credits roll. I've done it. I decided against going for the red fight. I doubt Chikorita will outspeed his level 84 Charizard, and it would probably one-shot me. Additionally, 3 other Pokemon, his Snorlax, and his Lapras, and his Blastoise, all know Blizzard. There's no way I'm going to be able to get through that fight. If you guys would like to see me attempt that fight, let me know down in the comments. I'm sorry I got ranty there near the end. Lance was very difficult for me and forced me to grind up to level 100. I believe I could have done it at a much lower level with Swords Dance. However, losing out on the Sunny Day Synthesis and Solar Beam combo that is so unique to the run is really disappointing. I do want to thank everyone for watching the video. Let me know what Pokemon you think I should do next down in the comments. Remember to like the video if you liked it, and subscribe for future content. Thanks, nerds. Alright, nerds, that's it for today.
Always remember to subscribe if you're new. Please leave us a nice like, and also leave a comment. Other than that, guys, have a great day.